Welcome to the weekly roundup. I'm your host Wayne Knowles with the great man, the one and only, the producer Luke Hosey. How are you, Luke?
G'day, Knowlesy. How are you?
Oh, pretty good, mate. Pretty good. Lovely night here in the Portland Hotel for a Monday, mate. Pretty quiet tonight.
Beautiful night, mate.
One of our great sponsors. So
one of many.
Many sponsors. Yep, all behind you here and flashing across the bottom of the screen. Make sure you support them because they're the people that support us. So,
yes, they certainly are.
Right.
They support football in the state.
Yep.
We couldn't do the magazines and all the TV shows and radio without sponsors.
Give all the great prizes that we're giving out now.
All the prizes.
It's our shout out.
$25,000 worth of prizes this year we're giving away, so I mean that's all due to sponsors and my staff.
You will not get that on any other amateur league footy show in the state, would you, mate?
No, I don't think there are any.
No? Well,
so, yeah.
There you go. All right, moving on to Division 2. Straight away we'll get that off nice and early. It was Henley Mercedes Jets. Travelled down to Broadview Oval and they gave the Tigers a spanking. It was Henley Mercedes, 16 goals 17, 113. Defeated Broadview, 6 goals 6, 42. Jacko would not have been happy.
No, start of the year I tipped Broadview to get the wooden spoon. I knew that they'd lost a lot of players. I knew they were well coached with Jacko there, but I mean, you know, if you haven't got the cattle, you can't get the blue ribbon, and that's just a fact of footy, and you just can't do anything without the cattle. You can have all the coaches on world. So
anyway, for Henley, it was goal kickers were Westall with 6, Petchman 3, and a heap of other blokes kicking singles. Hestel, Walk, and Chettle in the best there for the Jets. And for Broadview, it was here we go. This is a Darcy ripper. This one, Papi Nunu. Papi now. Sorry, mate, if I got your name wrong. With 2, Drogamullah with 2 as well, and a couple other blokes kicking singles. Pretty, Slade and Cobbler in the best for the Tigers. So a bit of work to do there for Jacko.
Yeah, I'm going to go on to the next one. I thought a bit of an upset because Foss Camden have been really travelling well this year, and they met Gazel, who got a lot of youngsters. Gavin Lauder, who's assistant coach to Jars, he brought a lot of the under-18s through with him, and there's a lot of the under-18 players. And they've got a few back with Dave Aloka and people like that to blend in with your experienced guys like Brett Heinze and Radetti and people like that, Adrian Stevens. So, yeah, I thought that Foss would win, especially at home.
Yep.
But it was Gazel. It was 14-9-93 defeated Foss Camden 11-11-77. Dave Aloka, great footballer, Dave, kicked 3 goals. Probably playing up forward and having a run through the midfield. Stevens kicked 3, Gruber kicked 3, Big Benny Bioli kicked 2. He's a young lad, about 6'3" or 4, about 6'4", only about 19, big left footer, goes well.
Yep.
Yeah, so they're very, very good. Brett Heinze, best player on the ground, fantastic player. Chris Radetti, that old plays across half-back, plays that quarterback role pretty well. That's if he's playing there at the moment. Gruber, Beetle, they were the better players. For Foss Camden, Williams kicked 2, Gordon kicked 2, Sopper kicks 2, Ruwalt kicked 2, Cumming kicked 2. Best players is Ruwalt. I haven't seen him play, but I've heard he's a fantastic player, absolute gun.
Mark Ruwalt used to be at Glenelg already.
Was he?
I think so.
I only heard good things about him as a footballer. May, O'Grady, Gordon, and Finn. So
bit of work to do there for Foss, but full credit to Jars and the boys. Getting the win there for Gazel. So moving on to the next game, it was the Division 2 premiers by the producers call earlier in the year, but it was the mighty Henley Sharks, 19 goals 9, 123, defeating Pembroke 7 goals 6, 48. So for Henley we had Curry kicking 6, Gortonson with 4, John Cott with 3, Redden with 2, Ferguson with 2, a couple other blokes kicking singles. Gortonson, Geddes and Ferguson are the best for the Sharks, and for Pembroke, Pengelly with 2, a couple of other blokes kicking singles. Pengelly, Canny and Davey in the best for the Kings. So Pembroke still struggling, Henley still flying.
Yeah, Henley during the off-season they picked up Jared Wright as coach. You know, he's a guy, started at the Eagles, was on a Brisbane list, come back, was a reserves coach at the Eagles, you know, a few premierships there in the reserves, went to South. You know, he was able to attract all the players back to Henley as well, so they've got a great talent pool there. For me, they're going to take a power beating this year. Yeah.
There you go. On the next one?
Yeah, Scotch last week they won by a point. This week they have they've lost by a point. So so Old Ignatians were 9-11-65 defeated Scotch Old Collegians 9-10-66.
64.
So, 64. Yeah. So that was at Park 25, the cricket oval, because theirs is being updated.
That first quarter says it all, though. You shouldn't lose a game of footy after that.
Well, that was the score we got.
Yep.
We got a bit of a shock, but
they didn't kick a goal after quarter time for half the footy until into the third quarter.
Into the final quarter.
Yeah, the final quarter. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, final quarter. So
played a whole half of footy without kicking a goal.
Yeah, but Scotch under Kimmy Cobb, you know, they had the joy of winning by a point. Now the frustration of losing by a point in 2 weeks. So so it's a fantastic competition. For Old Ignatians, you got Ortlab kicked 2, Leanne kicked 2, and a host of singles. Big, Comazzetto, Ortlab, Washer and Abbott were amongst the best. For Scotch Old Collegians, it was Borchard with 3, Twopenny with 3, King with 2. Better players, Hugo Twopenny, really good footballer. Yep. So is Jonathan Legonic, he was second best. King, J King, S King and Borchard. A lot of good players in that Scotch side. Yep. And they won't get relegated, I don't think.
Don't reckon?
No, they've got some good
Probably
players.
will do the job down there, do you reckon? Get them all sorted?
They won't get relegated.
Yeah.
They got there's enough good players there, yeah.
To keep them going. Alright, last game of the round was another absolute ripper. It was Athelston, 9 goals, 14-68, defeating Sacred Heart Old Collegians, 9 goals, 12-66. Tight game, all 8 points at quarter time, 3 points at half time, 3 points at 3/4 time, 2 points at the end of the game. Would have been a cracker to watch.
Yep.
For Athelston, Elliot were kicking 4, Glenn with 3, a couple other blokes kicking singles. Jay Sheedy best for Athelston, Elliot and Stewart as well. For Sacred Heart, Kakuro with 3, Turton with 2, Moroney with 2, and a couple other blokes kicking singles. Keane, Noel and Moroney in the best for Sacred Heart. So
the week before, Athelston led all day and got rolled by Henley by a few points, and this time here they got over the line by 2.
Got over the line by 2 points. So full credit to them. Up there at Max Amber Sportsfield, they are hard to beat up there. So great work there by the Raggies. So moving on to the ladder, Luke.
Yeah, I've got my premiership favourites at Henley. They're just travelling nicely at 5-0 with 65%. Gazel sitting second now. We're on 4-1 at 56%. So still a vast gap with the percentage. You're looking at about 9%. Sacred Heart third at 3-2. Foss Camden a fourth at 3-2. Athelston a fifth 3-2. I think that's how they'll finish off in whatever order. Henley will play in the grand final. 6 is only Mercedes Jets on 2 and 3. Old Ignatians on 2 and 3. Pembroke at 2 and 3. Scotch at 1 and 4. And struggling Broadview are zip and 5.
Okay, we're moving on to this week's games. Okay, we'll head down to Camden Oval, and it's Foss versus Broadview. Foss for me.
You just can't see Broadview winning.
No.
Foss will be
angry for...
Yeah, they'll be on the rebound.
Yep. Foss for you as well.
Yeah.
Okay, up to Haslam Oval, it's Pembroke and Sacred Heart. Pretty much the same kind of scenario, I think. I think Sacred Heart will be filthy, dropping a couple of games. They'll be looking to rebound, and Pembroke just seem to be struggling with the jump.
Yeah, they do play the ground at Haslam well. It's very unique. It's it's a rectangle with trees overhanging and all sorts. But I've heard Sacred Heart a very, very good unit from people, and so I'll take Sacred Heart.
Up to Max Amber Sportsfield, we have Athelston taking on Old Iggy's, mate.
Athelston?
Athelston? Yep, Athelston at home for me as well. I just think they play up there at Max Amber very very well, and they're just moving along. They're not setting the world on fire, but they're just getting the job done. Which sometimes that's all that needs to be done. Up to Scotch College. Up there we've got Scotch playing Henley Mercedes Jets. Two clubs fairly close to each other. Henley, for me, I think they're just starting to move along quite nicely.
Yeah. This could go either way. I mean, this is a really good game of footy.
It's a real good game of footy.
At home, I'll take Scotch at the old white picket fence.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll take Scotch.
Up there, you'll take Scotch, I'll take Henley. And the game of the round in Division 2, I think. It's up there at Clemsick Oval. It's Jars boys. Gazel taking on the mighty Henley Sharks. Should be a cracker.
Yeah, I was talking to Gazel earlier in the year. I said Henley the side to beat, and he said, "Do you reckon?" He said, "Well, we'll give him a nudge." So we'll see how this week. I can't see Gazel getting within 4 or 5 goals of them. That's personally, I think Henry are 5 goals better than most sides in the comp, and I'd expect Henley to win by at least 5 goals.
Henley for me as well, but I'm saying 1 to 10 points. I reckon it's going to be a bit closer than everyone's expecting.
Yeah, no, just too much talent all over the park. You know?
All right, guys. Well, that's Division 2 for this week. I hope you enjoyed our show, and stay safe, and we'll be talking to you next time.
Enjoy the footy.
See you guys.